Rest in peace, Chubby Love. The Fat Joe Show is back. Executive producer Azariah Milan Cartagena. What's that? I thought you don't do that no more. What's that? The folks? What you hit the folks? What we call that? That's like played out. Yo, Sappy. Yeah, rest in peace, my brother Chubby Love, Gerard X. First book I'm reading in a very long time. Curtis Jackson, Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter. I gotta support all my brothers in hip hop. First book I've been reading in a while. I too am working on my book. Boy, it's a doozy. Shout out to Fan Mio. You go on there, you talk one-on-one with your favorite artists, your favorite athletes. GameStar app. You can play 2K. You can play any game you like to play with your favorite artist. Timbo the King on the check-in. How you doing, Timbo? Of course, Ciroc. It's a Ciroc type of night, baby. I'm telling you, it's the big show. Now, here we don't false advertise. I kind of hinted towards Lil Wayne was going to be on the show today, which he was. He'll be on here on Thursday because he's flying to LA, time restrictions. It's cool. He's coming. Whenever I say they coming. Shout out Juanito. And so tonight I asked some special guests to come on with me and make this a cool night. You know what I mean? Because it's all about you guys. You know, I've been doing this close to 3 months. The Fat Joe Show is the big show. And, you know, I did this for the people. Get your mind off that Rona. I see it's working. Get your mind off that Rona. Get your mind off being home. I am still home. I plan on staying home till, you know, the smoke clears. But I understand. Shout out to the essential workers, the healthcare workers, everybody who's on the front line, doing their thing out there. We commend you. We love you. We support you. The people at the supermarket, the truck drivers. We still in the real thing, you know. I get it. Some people home and you feel like, what could I do? I need to work. I got to pay my bills. I got to feed my family. I get that. But my view on this is pristine jewelers to the stars. I'm glad you made it back to New York safe. My take on that is, you know, it's almost to a point of where like, yo, we got to work. We got to get money. Go back to work. Whoever lives, lives. Whoever dies, dies. And we're starting to see a spike on these numbers going up, where they're opening the gates and they're saying you could go out. The numbers are going up. So I would be very careful. I've been out. I went out 2 times. And both times I had the mask at all time. I had my what you call that, man? Gloves, hand sanitizer, just trying. You know, nobody's God. Nobody can say you ain't going to catch it. But I'm trying everything I can in my power to prevent it. So when I'm looking, I know I'm a little bit older. I know I'm the OG. I know if I was young, maybe I would have thought a little bit different. But when I'm looking at Atlanta with people twerking in the middle of the street, or day parties in Arizona or Missouri where it's ram-packed and they thinking there's no way you're not going to catch the Rona in that environment. It just doesn't work. Like, they opened up a club. The first club they opened up was in Korea, and like 150 people got sick with the Rona the next day. There's no way. And you're right, Fly Guy, buddy. No health, no wealth. If you're sick, if you can't produce for your family, you can't stick around, you're done. It's simple as that. Let me see if my guy's here, because I don't see him. Maybe he went the professional route. Maybe he's ducking me. You think he could be ducking me? You don't know who I know. You don't know who I know. I think I've been showing you that. And I want to thank all the artists, all the regular 9-5 people, everybody who's been a part of this show right here, because it's really, really been spectacular. You know, spectacular how people been lending their time to us. Because we've been getting to meet our favorite artists. Sometimes we learning stuff in here we never knew in our life. Them coming on the show, opening up to us. Let me see if my brother's here yet. Hold up. You don't know who I know. So yes, y'all, Peas and Rock. Man, it's a lot of talk. You know you my brother, but it's a lot of craziness going on out there. After my next guest, Peas and Rock, my brother, I'm gonna get on with you.
Hey. Yeah.
You don't know who I know.
What's up, my brother?
Papoose, the legendary MC, straight out the streets of Brooklyn. Often imitated, never duplicated. The real, the truth.
Hey, yo, man. I'm just happy to be on the best show moving right now, man. You killing it, bro. I watch you every chance I get, man. I love the show, man.
Hey,
the other day you had Webster. You had Webster the other day, man. I was like, wow. That was dope. Yeah, Manuel Lewis.
That's when I started saying, you don't know who I am. You know, when I bust out that Webster, it was like, oh, man. You know,
that was classic.
People watching the show every day, they see a different guest. When they see Webster come on Throwback Thursday, they say, oh, man, this guy got to stop.
I had to look again. I'm like, is this one of my childhood favorite TV show stars on here with Joe, man? Like, wow, that was dope.
Telling stories about MJ. He got the real. I'm asking him to come again Thursday. He was such a big hit. I want him back on Thursday, Throwback Thursday. I got BBD on Thursday. Little Wayne on Thursday. Wayne was going to come tonight, but his plane, you know, Miami is raining like crazy. He was going to LA. They kept postponing his plane. I said, listen, Wayne. He was like, yo, Joe. I said, listen, Wayne, don't worry. I always got this ace in the hole. You know, just like you got the Fat Joe card, I got the Papoose card.
I definitely got to use the Fat Joe card, man. You know what I'm saying?
Don't worry. I have a star-studded guest. Yo,
nah, for real, man. Yes, my brother.
Explain to me what black love means to you, the definition. And I want you to get real with this. What does black love mean to you?
Right. Black love means strength. Black love means loyalty. You know, black out all negativity and show love to your queen. You know what I'm saying? Black love is, there's no limit to what I will do for you. There's no, it's not, this person is not popping right now, or this person is not what everybody considers to be cool right now. Let me go over to with this person being disloyal. Black love is loyal to the core. It's about having that strong foundation, because without that foundation, you have nothing else. So black love has many meanings, but to answer your question, I would say black out all negativity and show love. You know what I'm saying?
You know, there's a lot of people talk a good one. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
No. I'm trying to get real with you. Listen.
Let's do it.
It's a lot of people talk a good one. Right?
That's a fact.
And there's a lot of people that are like woke, and there's a lot of people fake woke. Right?
Oh, yes. Yes.
And so when I say there, and I say, you know, my daughter thinks I'm crazy, but she grew up in Miami. I grew up in New York.
Right.
Although I'm Latino, I've been called peace black man over 1 million times in my life. By the black people on earth. No, I'm just
I mean, you one of us, Joe. You one of us, man. Come on, man.
She don't know that.
we all the same. We all the
Yeah, but
same.
I agree, Pat. But she don't. The
Okay.
girl don't know. She grew up with. Come on, everybody wants to do that. Come down here.
Right.
She's over here.
Right.
So sometimes when I talk, she looks at me like I'm crazy. So I tell her I'm the original black man from Asia. But listen, that's okay. I don't want to go there, right?
Right. That's a whole other topic.
So back. So I say, right. I believe black love is willing to sacrifice your life for a person you don't even know, right? So when I listen to these woke people or whatever this and this, I say to myself, I'm not saying all of them not, but I say to myself, you can't question me because I'm willing to die for that lady I don't know. I'm willing to die for that lady over there. I'm ready to die. Like, I don't know about you. I'm willing to park the car, jump out, and die for a lady I don't know. That's black love to me. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, you know, when somebody questions your black love, it's insulting because you're like, yo, bro, I'm ready to go. You know, it's different. It's crazy. You know, I'm watching the Django the other day.
Right.
You ever seen Django?
I think I seen it a while ago. A while back. Yeah, I seen it a while. It's been a long time ago, but I seen it.
First of all, it's gonna get you furious.
Yeah. I remember I was like some real bad, terrible things happening in that movie. I remember that.
But it really happened in real life, right? These things happen in real life. Right?
Yeah, it happened in real life.
And I don't say we moved on in life. God bless. We're forgiving people, and we move on. We do our thing, but it's different people. Like even with the slavery times, there was people who loved their master more than their brothers.
Oh, Joe, that's a fact. And I know you said we moved on, but how can we move on where the effects of slavery are still affecting us today? The trauma that we suffered from slavery is still bothering us, and we're still suffering from that now. Even everything that's going on in society today is systematic. You know, they always, even back when we were slaves, right? They would separate the man from the woman. Then they would separate the children from the mother. Then they would separate the children from the children. So anybody who even spoke the same language couldn't be together. So they would separate all of us. And you know why they would separate us? Because in order to divide or to conquer, you have to divide first. You know what I mean? So now that in slavery, where they kept us all away from each other, you come up to the prison system. In prison, they have cells. Everybody has to stay in their own individual cell. So they have dorms in some prisons, but generally it's cells. And everybody has to respond to a number. And responding to your number, you're told to mind your business. So they keep us apart from each other. Once again, we have no unity. Without the unity, there's no strength. Divide and conquer again in modern day times. Now you come into today, when you got all these injustice situations happening, everybody is what? Divided. This person is over here. Oh, I don't think they were wrong for shooting this unarmed black man. Oh, I don't think, you know, I think maybe he deserved it. Or this person over here might feel like this is an injustice. This is not fair. But we're what? Divided. So I just think we need unity. But to you know, build on what you were saying, I think we're still suffering from the effects of slavery to this day.
We are. And that's a conversation I had with Spike Lee. I haven't asked Spike to come to the Fat Joe show yet, but I guess I will soon. But,
okay.
Spike Lee was telling me the same thing you just told me. He was like, yo, we still suffering from the trauma of slavery now. And now, these are weird times, right? So you have to understand, whether you Muslim, you have the Quran, whether you have the Bible, whether you Jewish, you have the Torah, the Torah. These are times that's in these are relevant times. These are times. It's the plague. It's the sickness. You can't come out of the house and you're gonna die. These are biblical times, right?
Yes.
So we're trying to make sense of it, but the world hasn't seen this in 100 years, right?
No.
And so we're trying to make this normal. We're trying to go around life as possible, but these are biblical times, and a lot of weird shit is happening.
A lot
Like
of
right
weird
now,
shit.
like
Yes.
weird shit, like
What's
shit you
going
can't
on, man?
get. Like what's going
Mm-hmm.
on? Like we can't even
What's going
understand the
on?
type of shit that's going on. So I like to sweep it under the corona, the corona category. I'm like, yo, that's some corona
Yo,
shit.
Joe, man, let me tell you something. You know how many people I know who have passed away in the past couple months? I've never known so many people who died in my life in 1 year. Like, I lost one of the closest people to me in my life. My uncle raised me from when I was a kid, Joe. I'm talking about, I had my moms and my pops, but my uncle, man, he was a part of that. And, my uncle bought me my first box of condoms when I was a kid. You understand what I'm saying? He taught me things like that. Like, this is a person who guided me through life. And my uncle was a good dude, Joe. He went to work every day. He wasn't no street dude or nothing. God forbid, if we needed him, he was there. You know what I mean? But he was a working guy. He went to work every day, and he had a couple health problems. And the way the corona affected him was he had got sick, and when he went into the hospital, I don't know if you know, but when people who have illnesses that aren't corona related, they go into the hospital, they get neglected, bro. They just threw him in the bed and had him off to the side. He went in cardiac arrest. They come back and say, hey, we just found him on the floor, and we're sorry, he's gone. They didn't pay him no attention. So they're neglecting people who have illnesses outside of the coronavirus. So coronavirus is affecting us in many different ways. There are people who aren't sick with it, and they're still passing away. You know what I'm saying? So I lost my uncle. I also had another family member who passed away actually from the coronavirus. You know what I mean? May she rest in peace, a cousin of mine. And it's just sad. Every other day, somebody's dying. And I really feel like the government is lowering the numbers because they don't want people to freak out. So people who they saying didn't die from corona, I believe it's a lie. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you because there's no way there's 350 million people in America. Like, let me tell you, I used to be scared to fly. So I've been to every part of this country. I used to get on the tour bus and go to LA. It takes 4 hours driving with two drivers, 24 hours, 4 days, 4 days. Two. And so I seen the desert, the South, the this, the that. And there's so many people in America, 350 million documented, right? I don't know how I know 50 or 100 guys that died from corona. I can't be that. I can't know everybody in America. So every day somebody else has died. The other day, my man Chubby Love, me and him was brothers since I was 12, 13 years old. He died. And they dying. This corona thing is so serious because it's giving people heart attacks. It's giving people strokes. It's giving kids neurological things going on. And the corona, the pneumonia, the thing. So it's like definitely it's going to be worse than what they telling us. When the numbers come out, and now they telling everybody, yo, look, which I get it. Everybody home, everybody got to feed their family. Everybody got to make money. The economy got to go again. But I just want to let everybody know that when they walk out their house, it's at your own risk. That's what's going on right now.
I don't think nothing changed. I don't think much changed from when corona was first initially introduced to us. I just think the only thing that changed is people are frustrated, they're tired, they're getting impatient, and now people are starting to gain the courage to say, fuck it, I'm going outside. Where in the beginning, a little while after it hit, people were like, nah, fuck this shit. I'm social distancing, I'm quarantined. Now they just getting
me myself. Never in my life I've been scared. I'm scared. I'm paranoid.
Yo, it takes a man to admit that.
My neighbors know it. Yo, my neighbors know it. They like, yo,
you know what it is, Joe? You know what it is, Joe? You know what bothers me about corona the most, man? To be honest with you, when I look at my daughter, because I feel like I had my fun to a certain extent. I told the world I've been overseas. I live a lot of my dreams. You know what I'm saying? I can say I had a good life, but she's just getting started. Like, what kind of world are we leaving behind for the kids? And then they tell us COVID-19, and we're like, where did this come from? This is a new virus or whatever. But I seen a train that had COVID-19 on it. I don't know if you ever seen that. They had a locomotive, like a train with COVID-19 on the side that was said to be traveling across United States platform before the disease even hit. So y'all was moving this shit around before it hit. So what's really going on? Did it start in Wuhan, China? I mean, that's a whole nother topic. We passed that. I get it. The main objective is, you know, us staying healthy and quarantining and all that. So the shit is just crazy.
That's some Papoose shit right there. That's some shit. When I hear your freestyles, you start talking that shit. I'm like, oh shit, that is bang, boy.
Yo,
That's
Joe, I try to spread the word, man.
Yo,
I try to spread the truth through the music, man.
All right, let me tell you something that's fucked up. They got nothing to do with Corona.
Right.
Whenever you keep it real, forget Corona. Isn't it fucked up that whenever you keep it real, people almost look at you like, wow, he kept it real, he kept it true. Like they expect that. I think if they did a survey of, you know, real recognize the real, or would you expect a person to keep it real or keep it fake? I think 90% of the people would keep it fake and 10% will keep it real. Because when I look at your story, how America fell in love with you, because you are a darling to America. I don't know if you know that yet. You're a darling.
I appreciate the love from America, man.
Yo,
you know?
You're a darling with pro-black, pro-black. You're darling.
I'm gonna tell you what.
You're darling.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you. So it's like, how do you meet Remy Ma? Because I don't know how do you meet Remy Ma. How do you meet Remy? I just want to know, because we was blocking the universe from Remy. She's too young, chill. You know, how do you get to meet Remy? Unintercepted, no blocks. How do you find a way to talk to this girl?
I'm gonna tell you what happened, man. And I'm gonna tell you who to blame. Since you was blocking, I'm gonna tell you who you could blame for it. But
this is a Joprah moment.
Remy, it's crazy. It was like a dream come true, Joe. My word is my bond, my life. My bond is my life. I should give my life before my word should fail. You my brother. You living legend. I would never lie to you, my brother. Yo, back in the days, before I even came into the music business, I was watching the DVD. And my uncle who passed away, I seen Remy on the DVD. Y'all was doing the yeah shit. And I was watching this shit. And I was like, yo, one day, man, she gonna be mine. And he looked at me. He was like, man, get the fuck out of here, nigga. We ain't gonna be with no Remy Ma. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm telling you, man, one day. Yo, I told my uncle that. So, long story short, I started doing my thing. You know what I mean? I always wanted to get on with the music. You know what I mean? But eventually, I started building a name for myself. And me and Slay linked up. You know what I mean? And me and Slay, we was just going hard in the street. So one day, I was in the club. And I seen Remy in the club. So when I seen her, I was like, oh, shit. But she gave me the eye. But I was like, in my mind, I said, nah, she ain't give me no eye, man. I just kept moving. She gave me the eye. Like,
she like flirted, looked back with the.
She like flirted with me, like, but in my mind, I'm like, man, I ain't nobody, man. She ain't give me the eye. I just kept moving. I didn't think that she did. So one day I was in the studio with Slay. And she came in the studio. She Slay playing music.
Remy said you're lying. By the way, she's lying. But yeah,
let me tell you this,
yo. This is an honest story. Don't listen to her.
This is honest.
This is
let me
your
finish.
time.
Yo, Joe.
This is your
I'm
story.
in the studio.
This is your matter of fact, yo, Remy, I'm not commenting on your stuff. Like, you're not messing up this pure movement.
So, Joe.
Of love.
So check it. I'm in the studio with Slay, right? So he got his music on and shit. So Remy come in the studio with another girl. She came in the studio with a Hispanic female. She like, yo, turn that shit down. She threw her feet up on the desk. I mean, on the table and shit. She like, yo, this shit is whack. Yo, go give me a soda. Like, she bossing the whole fucking room around. So I'm sitting
Tell
there.
me
I'm
about
like,
it.
in my mind, I'm like, oh shit, I've never seen nobody talk to Slay like this. You know what I'm saying? But her and Slay got the big brother, little sister relationship. But I just never seen nobody handle him like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting there, her and Slay, they going back and forth. They argue like George and Weezy, you know, the Jeffersons. So I'm sitting there, she just thugging the whole session out. In my mind, I'm like, damn, I love this girl.
I
You know?
love her.
So Joe, I'm quiet. I'm talking about she's shitting on everybody in the whole room. I stay quiet. I'm like, yo, I don't even want her to bug on me, so let me just chill. You know what I mean? So I stay quiet the whole time, whatever. A couple weeks go by, Slay hit me. He like, yo, I think Remy like you, man. I said, what? He like, yo, man. She called me up. She like, yo, what's up with your artist? I want to do a song with him. He said, yo, I'm telling you right now, that's my little sister. He said, I'm gonna let you know. She crazy. So I'm like, all right. So I get my best outfit. You know what I'm saying? I go get a haircut. I get everything. I go to the studio. I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? And she don't even show up, man. She don't show up. So I'm like, damn. I'm like, yo, Slay, what happened? He like, I don't know. Another time we in the studio, she popped up unexpectedly. We did a song together. I flirted with her in my verse through the whole verse. I wrote my verse on the spot. I was saying little lines like, I'm going to stay close to Miss Martin like Dr. King. I was saying little lines like just to let her know, you know what I'm saying? And then we got cool and we started out as friends, you know what I mean? We used to just talk. We would sit in the car. She had the BMW drop top. She would come up to the hood and get me, have me looking like a superstar, you know what I'm saying? Pick me up in the hood, like, I'm pulling up for this nigga. We would just sit on the curb and just talk and just build. And she would just tell me about how she grew up and certain experiences she had and certain things she was telling me. I was just like, damn, I wish I would have knew you. I could have helped or made it easy for you. But I was impressed that she survived what she went through and made it to where she was at. Yeah. So she was really schooling me on the industry and just teaching me a lot of things. And then one night I just got lucky, man, and I was all in with her, man.
You know what I'm saying? Box condoms your uncle gave you. And 9 too.
You know what I mean? I got lucky, man, and we was inseparable, Joe. Me and Remy was like two of the hottest artists at the time, and we would spend the night on the curb talking in the vehicle because we didn't want to leave each other. You know what I'm saying? I had my own house and she had her own house. We didn't live together, but when it was time for us to leave each other, we were inseparable. So I knew she was special because whenever she wasn't around, I always missed her. You know what I mean?
And you put it in your head. I believe that every man and woman, they tell themselves, this the one. You know what I mean? You can meet 100 girls, beautiful women. You can meet 100 women. They can meet 100 handsome men. But at some point, you hear the switch where you go,
just the one, right?
This is going to be my wife. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and we're going to keep it real no matter what. It's going to be dark times. It's going to be nice times. It's going to be night. We going all the way.
Nah, I knew. Yo, Joe, I knew, man. I knew I wanted to be with her for the rest of my life.
And so let's skip the fact that the trial, everything.
Yeah.
You guys allegedly beat up some witnesses. No, that's what they were saying. Don't answer that.
Allegedly.
Do not. No, don't answer that.
Right.
Alleged. Some witnesses got beat up. Everything. But the point is, she goes to jail.
Yeah.
Everybody expects you to be like every typical guy, fucking around, gone. Forget about it. Move on. You had the courage to keep it real with her and visit her in every visit and marry her and be out here when she came out. Like, I mean, it's fucked up, but I was trying to tell you, we get surprised when somebody does the right thing. It's the craziest thing, right? Because if that's your wife,
Right, it should be
You're supposed to
expected.
keep it real.
You're supposed to do that. That's a fact.
If we get in trouble, we want our wife to keep it real. Like,
Yeah.
and we're supposed to do that, but yet and still people look at us like we're crazy, like you know, and that's and what was it like doing that? Was any of your friends, without saying their names, because you know your wife is crazy, any of your friends telling you, yo, you stupid, you a sucker,
Oh
come out
man,
here, split?
a lot of people. They was like, yo, you think if you was in there, you think she would be doing that? You know what I mean? One time I went to visit her, and because it's a long story, my visits got banned. I was writing letters to Albany to get my visitation rights back. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, they took my visitation rights over that handcuff key bullshit. So when they moved Remy from Rikers Island and they sent her upstate, this is the first time I seen her in a while because they did the bullshit. But long story short, the first time I came to visit her there, I came. She sat down. You know what I mean? We hugged each other. We was talking. We had a great visit. I came back the next day, and the officer who was working there, she said to me, "Come here for a second. You know, they talk to you like you're an inmate." She said, "Come here."
Oh yeah.
So in my mind, I'm like, yo, I ain't doing nothing to fuck up my visitation with my wife. So I'm gonna play along with the disrespect. So I humbly walk up to her. She said, "Why you keep coming here every day for?" I said, "Excuse me?" She said, "Why you coming here every day for? You don't got nothing else better to do?" I said, "What do you mean by that?" She said, "She's not going nowhere. Stop coming here." So she basically tried to discourage me and detour me from supporting my wife. They don't like them to get visits because then they can treat them any kind of way. You know what I'm saying? So just to add on to what you were saying, yeah, she was a hater. She tried to discourage me. And I had people in my family, you know what I'm saying? People, some friends who were like, yo, because I was going every day, Joe. I'm not gonna lie to you though. So I don't know if I was overdoing it or what, but that's the love I had for her. But people were like, yo, you got a life, bro. You need to worry about yourself. Like, stop. But I'm not built like that.
You knew your destiny. You knew your destiny.
I know my destiny. You know what it is, Joe. I think you would do the same thing. Let me tell you why. If something was to happen to your wife, I know you would because you know what it is. It's like you see a tornado, right? And that shit's spinning around and it hits somebody's house, hypothetically speaking. And you're like, damn, that's fucked up. But for me and Remy, that shit hit home. It hit us. Because we was together every single day. Like she was and still is my best friend. So I was telling her, like, yo, you're gonna beat this case. Don't worry about it. And she was like, no, I'm gonna blow trap. I was like, nah, you're gonna beat it. Stay confident. Eventually she blew trial. So how the fuck am I going to leave her for dead and just go on with my life like she never existed, like it never happened? I couldn't find it in myself to do that.
Let me tell you something. I think it would be a 99% chance of men. They can't stay with a girl in the real world. Imagine if she gets locked up and keeping it real with her. Unfortunate, you know you was gone. Was you seeing other men going to see the women in there?
Yo, I learned a powerful lesson when Remy was away. Growing up, you hear the stigma that they put in our head. Bitches ain't shit. Money over hoes. Especially when you in the street. Yo, fuck these bitches. If you ever get locked up, they're gonna leave you for dead. When I used to go to Rikers Island to visit my homies who was locked up, the visiting floor is crowded. Women in the snow with strollers, they coming to visit them, you know what I mean? All the time. When I used to go visit Remy, the visiting floor is empty, bro. And there, the whole that's the maximum facility that's crowded with women. Nobody's visiting them except for me and like 2 or 3 other dudes. And we all know each other because there's only a few of us. Yo, they leaving them for dead in there. So I look at it different after that.
Yeah, you know how many women took time for that men wouldn't take? You know how many women were like Kingpin's girlfriends and their own friends ratted on them, but the women did the time? You know what I mean? I always feel like women are stronger than men, to be honest with you.
Yo, Joe, the women do visits. They doing all kinds. They holding dudes down. They bringing stuff in there for them. You know what I mean? They fighting each other to get into the visit. So women are more loyal than dudes. They say women are disloyal. Some of these dudes is more of a, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
they the real bitches.
Yeah.
They call them females bitches. You leaving them for dead. They leaving a woman for dead, bro.
And so
you know what I'm saying?
America,
it's something about children.
America learns this about you. Y'all go on TV, and then you become a darling of America.
Yo, Joe, let me tell you about that, man. Let me tell you
Niggas want
about
to
that.
kill you because you're a great guy.
Yo,
Oh,
yo,
you
Love and Hip
definitely got
Hop.
a hate mail fan club.
Yo, yo, when
Yo,
Remy was away, Love and Hip Hop was reaching out. They was like, yo, we want to follow y'all story. You know what I'm saying? And you know, just document it. And I was like, hell no, man, I'm not going on that show. They throw drinks on each other. They do. So we kept curbing it. Eventually, when Remy came home, we started saying, yeah, we might explore the option because they kept asking us to do the show. So I already told myself, yo, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So when I started filming the show, you know, I was expecting to get clowned. I was like, yo, when this shit come out, man, they gonna kill me, man. Like, they gonna drag me. Like, I was on one knee proposing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was showing a side of me that they had never seen. They only knew Papoose
when
the
you were
rapper. They
showing
didn't
your
know.
truth, you love your wife.
I was showing,
To the
I
world.
let them in. I was just being who I am. And I was like, it is what it is. I really don't care. Yo, that shit came out. I was waiting for the hate, and it was just overwhelming. Love started coming in. And then when they still used to have the toll booths up, I'd go through the toll booth. You'll have one dude in there. Yo, you fucking up my household, man. What do you mean?
Doing that.
Yo, you got my wife with this black love. She's saying, yo, you need to be more like Papoose. You know what I'm saying? But then I see some of the ladies out there, and they like giving me praise, and yo, we love the love you show your wife. They appreciate it. But some of the dudes, yeah, they be pissed off, man. They be pissed off. Or
Yeah, because they don't want to. They don't want to show the love. They don't want to really
they don't want to
love
show
their
love.
wife. They don't really want to love their family. They don't want to be like, if this ain't show you this quarantine shit where we stuck with our loved ones, ain't nothing ever gonna show you. Everybody wanna run around, while out. This girl has said something again. Get out of here, Remy. Get out the comments. So,
Yo, Joe, wild out. Everybody want to wild out. Yo, Joe, it's all about maturity, man. I just came to a space in my life where I can't do childish things, man. You know what I mean? It comes to a point in a man's life where he grows up and say, you know what?
but
This is my wife.
this
This
is
is my
one more
queen.
area you're gonna have to work on. And I don't want your crew to hate me, but
I don't mind.
you still cool with the hood guys to her. Like, if I go to a Papoose party, this side want to kill this side. We're in the middle breaking up the fight. Like, yo, you gotta. That's your next one. Like that's your next one. Like, I used to walk around with 100 guys my whole life.
I know. Right.
Then I had to really figure out who's my man or who I love, but I could just only see on certain occasions because they might cost me my whole life and career. So yeah, that's one thing you definitely you gotta. I don't know, man. As you get older,
yo, they say when you stop learning, man. They say you never can stop learning. When you stop learning, when you think you know everything, you stop learning. You know what I mean? Knowledge is infinite. So I appreciate you giving me that jewel, man. But you know what it is too. You're right about that, because coming up in the industry, I made a lot of mistakes by doing that. What you said, I made a lot of mistakes, but I learned from that. And you know, there's always room to grow. You know what I mean? But you know, I come from the hood, just like you. You know how it is, man. You know what I mean? You know how it is. You got a lot.
I had a lot of guys around me. They fucked up a lot of my money, bro. Not just me spending my money on them. That they didn't really, because we think everybody's our friend, but they ain't really our friend. Especially if we the guy they need to get money from or something like that. You really don't know their true feelings or how they really, really feel. You know what I'm saying? So I had to weed through that. So I remember I told a bunch of my friends, I was like, yo, I ain't got it no more. I can't really take care of everybody. And out of 30 people, maybe 5 of them was like, yo, Joe, even if you ain't got no money no more, I'm your brother. I'm going to be with you, this, that. So that's how they got rid of themselves. And we got survivor's guilt. So being that we come from the hood, shout out Tone Sunshine on the check-in.
Tony Sunshine, my brother.
Tone crazy, bro. Tone,
my God.
Tone's another episode. He's another.
Tone is my God.
Tone's crazy. First of all, imagine me with a young Remy Ma, your wife, and Tony Sunshine, and I'm crazy.
I heard stories.
No, so they were like, your wife would be like, get him! We be like, ah! Tony is R&B, but he really ain't R&B. He give niggas the rhythm and blues. So I'm like, no, too
no, that's
much.
my guy. I like what he's doing with he donating to people who going through the COVID-19. I like what he's doing too.
And you know, he's trying to help the people, man. That's all
yeah,
we
that's
try to
dope.
do, man. People, hip hop as a community has helped everybody get over this corona. And and we go on there, whether it's a versus battle or Fat Joe doing a Fat Joe show and bringing your favorite artists on here or something. We try our best to give back to our community as much as we can.
Right. Yo, Joe, let me tell you something. It's true what you said. We try to give back. And even what you were saying about, you know, with the coming up with the crew and all of that. There's a lot of misconceptions, man, in the industry. Man, people think sometimes when you're a rapper, you could just open a $1 billion bank account and just give money to everybody. You know what I'm saying? And no matter how much you do, it's never enough. You know what I mean? So you got to learn from that, man. And as we get older, we look at life different. You know what I mean? Especially when we got a family, you got to move different, like you say. You know what I mean? You still can show love. I'm always going to show love. You know what I mean? Because that's just how I am.
Yeah,
but like you said,
love.
man, you got to know where to draw the line.
You can show love, but you got to also know that sometimes when we trying to keep it real with these guys, unfortunately, some of their energy blocks the blessings. So what happens is, so I had a story I told one time. I'd rather not want to tell who I told it to, but I used to be with 100 guys, even though I'm the #1 rapper in the world. What's Love is #1, platinum this. So one time a man, I met him many years later, he told me, yo, I had $2 million to give to you. He's an advertisement agent, and he was working for like Lucky Stripes, the Jamaican beer. They wanted Fat Joe to do a commercial for $2 million. And the man said he came to New York. When he came to New York, people were like, yo, them guys are gangsters. Like, you can't approach them. He was like, what do you mean? He was from Chicago. He said, nah, they're not like the type of guys you could. So he said he came up to a club. I had 40 guys in front of me. He said he passed 10 guys, and one grabbed him and said, yo, you can't talk to the Don right now. You can't talk to the Don right now. Then he finessed him, went by another 10, and it's another guy. He said, looked like a killer, was like, yo, the Don ain't talking to nobody right now. Yo, back up. Back up. And the man told me he looked over the next 20 guys, see me sitting down, and was like, damn, I got $2 million for this guy. And I can't get around these dirty niggas in front of him acting like some shit to give him the $2 million.
Right.
And so what's crazy is I realized they fuck it up. And here we are trying to keep it real with motherfuckers and they don't want to adjust. You understand what I'm saying?
They don't want to. Yo, Joe, the same thing happened to me. I had the same experience when I came in the game, and I blame myself because I was fresh off the street at that time. So I had the street mentality where I thought shit was real. I thought the industry and the streets was the same place, and you really can't mix the two. So I had 50 niggas with me. I would come to a club. They say, Pat, we let 30 in, but you got to pay for the rest. You know what I'm saying? So I just paid for the rest. You know what I mean? But that gave me a bad name because we booking Papoose, but he's coming with 50 guys. You know what I mean? Niggas was taking a leak.
And my guys was beating up the fans.
Niggas was getting beat up, robbed. Oh,
I'm bringing these dirty dudes to my projects with me. They ain't got no money. They just know that they with Fat Joe. And they sticking cats up in the bathroom. They wilding and shit. And that reflects on you. The promoter don't want to book Fat Joe if these guys are wilding.
Yeah. You got it. It's all about maturity.
Growing up. Yeah. Let's go there. Top 5, Papoose.
Top 5?
Yeah.
Biggie. Cool G Rap. Nas. Big Daddy Kane. Pardon me, Kane. No particular order, Joe. No particular order. Big Daddy Kane. and I'm gonna go KRS. I'm gonna go
That is a
KRS.
mean starting five. And the thing about the thing about that starting five, you know what I thought of, you know, because I'm a visual person, is when you was explaining that, and then you came finally with that KRS. What I envisioned was Dr. J going under the basket. You know the fact that Dr. J, he went under the basket. The whole team jumped up. He went under the basket and came around and got him. Dr. J, that's like a, you know.
Yo, Joe, my top 5, man. Yo, you know what? Talking about top 5 and top 50 lists that people be doing, right? I noticed that when some people name they list, they be trying to sound cool. So they naming rappers that they don't know shit about. You know what I'm saying? That pisses me off. Like, I want to catch one of them doing it in person so I can say, quote a line right now. You know what I'm saying? Because they're trying to name certain individuals who they know nothing about, but they want to make it look like they're knowledgeable of the game. Anybody in my top 5 I can quote. You know what I'm saying?
As he says the same thing every time. As he says the same thing every time. As he be like, yo, they just trying to sound cool. Like, they don't know.
That's what they be doing. They be, yo, Joe, they be dropping certain names. I know for a fact they don't know nothing about these niggas, man.
Shout out to Ruben Diaz, the Bronx Borough president, on the check-in.
Oh, peace to Ruben Diaz.
His top 5. He's going, wow.
Oh, word.
You know, Ruben's a real hip-hop connoisseur, you know?
Yo, Joe, I'm a fan of the culture, man. I told you already, you and Remy my favorite rappers, man. Straight up. Y'all my favorite rappers today. You know what I'm saying? I'll just tell y'all that.
My favorite line, my favorite shout out ever, when he goes, "Was off the Remy, Ft.Papoose." Yo, I can be in Dubai. That shit come up, was off the Remy. I'm looking around like.
Right. Yo, that was dope, man. Shout out to him, man. Travis Scott, right?
Travis Scott. Yo, I be looking around like, yeah. And my people. You heard me. You heard me. Y'all niggas don't want to.
Yo, Lil Wayne just had a line too when he did something similar in his rhyme. Shout out to Lil Wayne, man. That was dope too.
Lil Wayne, that's my brother, man.
Yeah.
I tell you something about Lil Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
And this is crazy. He's younger than me. He's my little brother. But somehow, I don't know if, like, streetwise, I don't know if Lil Wayne is tougher than me or nothing like that. But I find myself looking up to Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne is dope.
Yeah, it's just weird to me because I remember one time I did an interview. This is when we don't gotta elaborate. The two females were at each other, and the morning show asked me, and I said, "Yo, listen, even if Lil Wayne dissed me,
babe, you turn that down, babe. It's too loud. Yeah.
If he dissed me, I'ma turn around and still be like, yo, Wayne, I love you no matter what. Even if you mad at me, there's nothing you could do. I'm gonna love you." It's a certain respect and love I got for him. Yeah. And so one day I was reflecting on that statement I said, because I don't say that about nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm the warlord. You diss me, I'm dissing you. And then I noticed when I say what's up to Lil Wayne, I go like this, like, you know, like when you get like you get Rakim, Big Daddy Kane. How would you say hi to Slick Rick? You would be like,
yeah, man.
And naturally, I do this to Lil Wayne. When I slap him 5 up.
That's love, though.
I don't know how to explain it.
It's real. Like I'm like that. Yo, I'm like that with Kane, man. To me, Big Daddy Kane is like unreal to me, man. Like I was a kid. Like hip hop itself made me want to rap, but Big Daddy Kane made me want to be nice. And he enabled me to be nice because he's so dope that when you hear him, you automatically become inspired. And you know, inspiration makes you great. So when I used to hear Kane, I didn't even know how to rap. I was just like, fuck that, man. I gotta go in. You know what I'm saying? And I wrote my first rhyme, man, and I recited it to my friends, and they reacted. They was excited. I was like, oh shit, I might be good at this.
I can tell you about Big Daddy Kane. Big Daddy Kane, he made me want to hustle when I used to see his videos, and he had the fly shit on with the chains. He literally made me want to hustle and get some money on another level. And I'll tell you my weird Big Daddy Kane story. So I'm in Madison Square Garden at the concert. I always go as a fan. You go too, you and Remy. So it was a Budweiser Superfest. Big Daddy Kane was the headliner. So I'm like front row. The whole crowd start going crazy. And I'm like, what's going on? And they going crazy. And then when I look, it's Tupac and Biggie together. This is way before Beef walking through the crowd, making a movie, and the whole crowd going crazy. So Tupac and Biggie see me, and they're like, yo, Crack, come on. Yo, Crack, come on. So I go over there with them. We go backstage. Next thing you know, we on stage. And Flojo was #1 at the time. It's my first song. But
that's my shit, by the way.
I'm going to tell you this ill story. This is the night that they played, the DJ played the thing, and then Biggie said, I got 7 Mac-11s, about 8.
10 Mac 10s, the shit never ends. Woo!
I was standing right there. So if they had footage, it's Tupac, Biggie, Fat Joe. I'm right with them. And then Tupac comes on with the, all my niggas in the pen, here we go again. Ain't nothing
separating, no spoon, Mac 10 born together. Woo! Hold up. A straight soldier. Looking at the busters, the metal. Crazy.
Tupac, Biggie, Fat Joe. And Fat Joe had, I guess he was filming Juice at the time. Fat Joe had Flojo, #1. Big Daddy Kane, they passed me the mic. Biggie and Pop was like, yo, Fat Joe. You know, and then Big Daddy Kane was like, yo, Big Daddy Kane was like, yo, we ain't got no time. We ain't got no time.
Whoa.
We ain't got no more time. Chill, la.
Why though? Why?
We ain't got no more time. I'm like, Madison Square Garden. But
that was a legendary moment.
What Remy said.
I ain't repeating that, man.
Yo, Rev.
But I think Kane rapped that night too, though. He still call it real.
Chill.
That's crazy. Damn, that was a legendary. That would have been legendary.
And I said, it's okay. I could have, you know, it's the Big Daddy Kane. It's okay. Maybe I wasn't as good as everybody. I don't know. It really happened. That really happened.
That's crazy.
And every time I hear that record, and everybody in the pen, and we go again. I'm like, you know, I was standing there. Like, I was kind of myself.
Wow, man, that's crazy, man. You missed a golden
What she said, Papoose? I want to know.
I want to know what was his bars. He has bars ready?
She said she wanted to know what bars you had. What was your bars you had?
Nah, I wouldn't have been as good as theirs. It wouldn't have been as good as theirs. That's the truth.
Yeah, those guys is a hard act to follow, man.
Nah,
but I'm sure you would have showed up, though.
Huh?
Biggie went bad. Empire. I'm sure you would have showed up, though. I know how you do.
I was there.
No, I'm talking about lyrically, nigga.
No, I would have went for mine, but I wouldn't have been as good as them. But
okay.
No, they you know, that's Biggie and Tupac, bro. But I would have went for mine. I would have said some foul wrong shit. Fuck y'all niggas, you bitch, you in it all my fat y'all niggas.
Nah, you was on your shit back then. Yo, you know my favorite song from you ever? My second favorite. Nah, man. This shit might have skipped the line, man. My second favorite song from you. My first favorite is Flojo. I'm gonna say that. But my second favorite from you, man, I'm talking about this song right here that you got, my nigga. And I tell Remy this all the time. Yo, this shit will give me the courage to fight 50 niggas by myself.
Lifestyle.
Y'all wanna live my lifestyle. Never seen a break, never seen a crack house. On the wall with the dawn. Yo, my nigga.
We had
That
they was
shit there.
retreating. Yo, Pat, you know when you see the war and they fighting over the mountain and then the other side start retreating? We like, yo, we got him. They retreating. That's why it came out, niggas was retreating. Like,
yo, what was your mentality? Let me ask you an interview question. What was your mentality when you made that song, man? What was your mentality?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Shout out to the mayor. I'm an 88er.
Okay.
I'm from another era. I'm from another era. I'm from another era.
On the wall with the door, had your max out.
Listen, I'm from where guys showed up with Mercedes Benz, with wide body kits, with chains down to their dick, and Dapper Dan coats, and they would go out there and they would just stare at other niggas across the street like with the other fly 325 drop top Beamers. This. And so I said, when I wrote that song, I put myself in 88. Like when dudes was out here starting on another level, and I just had to say, y'all wanna live my life.
Yo, Joe,
that
hook, man, that hook means so much to me, man. You know my favorite part? You said, "Bring it on, and I'ma show you, gangsta." Yo, I love that shit, man. That little phrase, that line right there means, "Bring it on, and I'ma show you, gangsta." Yo, I love that shit, yo. That's my favorite.
The hood's favorite. That's the hood's favorite. And it was a real time. Remy know the back. She know the back talk. You know the silent talk. We don't talk about.
Oh yeah, I heard all the stories.
That was the time I heard swinging.
Right. Oh, okay. yo, one time. You was talking about Wayne earlier. I had a Wayne story. I remember when he was locked up on Rikers Island. Slay called me one day. Slay was like, yo, Mac Main just called me. You know what I'm saying? He said that Wayne is a big fan of you. You know what I mean? He likes the alphabetical slaughter song you got. He loves the shit, and he wants to meet you. So I was like, oh, okay. Let's do it. So I was checking back with Slay. He was like, yo, he never got back. Mac Main never got back to him. So I was like, fuck it, man. I'm going to pull this nigga on the visiting floor and see what's up. You know what I mean? I went to the island, and at the time I came, Drake was going to see him. So I was fucked. I never got to meet him. So I want you to make that introduction. You know what I'm saying? Introduce us, man, when you can, my brother. Because I would love to get Wayne on my new project.
Across the street.
I would love to get him on my new project, man. I mean, I'm working.
He's my neighbor. He lives across the street. You don't know who I know.
I know you guys got a lot of money, man. Y'all living great, man. You know what I mean?
Papoose, before I leave, I gotta talk about all these police killing black men.
Joe, man.
So we watch some men get murdered on video every day. The latest one, this guy had his knee on the guy's neck.
Yeah.
And the guy suffocated. I know you rap about it a lot. What can we like how can we get action, man? Because I feel like state of awareness, I feel like people are more vocal about what's going on, and social media, we keep going. But what are we going to do to stop? Like, what can we do to stop this?
I'm going to say this, Joe, man. How many times are we going to see a racist white cop or just a racist individual killing an unarmed black Latino man, and it's justifiable homicide? They don't even get indicted. And if they do get indicted, they don't get convicted. So how many times are we going to say, let's march, let's protest, you know, before we say, let's take it back to the 60s when they actually did something about this shit? Now, I'm not inciting no violence. I wouldn't suggest that. because where am I leading my people at by suggesting that? What I would suggest is, because if we was to go to that, we was to take it to that extent, we don't have our own hospitals. You understand what I'm saying? We're weak in the judicial system. What we got to do as a people, we have to start raising lawyers. We have to start raising doctors. We have to better ourselves so we can be in more control of society. We can have people in the judicial system so we can get a fair trial when some shit like this happens. And also more important than everything I said, we gotta stick together. Without unity, there's no strength. We are weak. Right now, you have people on social media platforms or just across the planet who are saying, oh, I don't think it was wrong. They don't see nothing wrong with it. And
They
that's
don't
the
see
problem.
nothing wrong with
They don't
killing
see that. You have people, if you look at a forum that's discussing what went on with that homicide, you will see certain people in there who are justified. Well, what did he do? Why did they arrest him? It doesn't matter.
You
That
ain't supposed
doesn't
to
give the
kill
man the
nobody.
right. I mean, yo, Joe, the dude is just sitting there with his knee, stopping the man's circulation, and he got his hand in his pocket like, yeah, I'm killing them. And this
That
is
happened in Brooklyn.
yo,
That
this is
happened
my
in
job.
Brooklyn.
This is my job to kill him. So what? That's it.
That happened in Brooklyn with homeboy who died. The same exact shit.
Mm-hmm.
They choked
Yeah.
him out.
Same shit
Eric
with
Garner.
Eric Garner.
Oh,
Same
what's
shit
his
with
name?
Eric Garner. Coppin, Sean Bell. I'm gonna say Trayvon Martin. It doesn't stop. So how long is this gonna go on before we do something about it? So we have to put ourselves in a better position where we can fight back. Because if you look at people from other walks of life,
I think you got it right.
Joe, they got their own
The
hospitals.
other day I was listening to an old school mix, and let me tell you how powerful music is. And you got it though, because when I hear you rap, you consciously speaking, you talking that shit.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
No, that's a fact though. You do it way more than me. And let me tell you something.
Thank you.
When I'm listening to Chuck Rock, that shit. 1990, Chuck Rock Chuck's up on the scene with a nigga. 1990.
Pocket.
But that's 30 years ago. He said, remember
Right.
Yusuf Hawkins when he's walking. Always remember Yusuf Hawkins when he's walking.
I remember that.
And to this day, I remember Yusuf Hawkins.
Me
because
too.
he said that on the song.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think we need to get louder. And you're right, we gotta raise lawyers. We gotta be more involved. And we have to vote. Problem I have when we start getting cute. Shout out to P. Diddy. I got my Ciroc in my hand right now. But we start getting cute when we start saying, yo, we don't know if we should vote. What are we getting? Yeah, we want a black agenda, Latino agenda. We tired of giving people our vote or taking our vote for granted. But at the same time, suppose you only got Trump or Joe Biden, right?
Yeah.
And so now's the time where we feel like, because I don't know about you, I've never seen no shit go down the way it's been going down with Trump. I've never seen no president at least. What, man?
Yo, what? I've never seen a...
better.
Oh, man. This guy is like
from hell. It off, Pat.
Mm-hmm.
But I've never seen that, like shit putting kids in cages. He don't
man. He disrespected Haiti.
He just called Hillary Clinton a skank.
Really? I missed that, man. Yeah, this
Yo,
guy
he called
like...
the next man's wife. Yo, so what I'm saying to you is, like, we gotta vote, bro. We have got to vote. And then maybe we gotta hold the leaders that are next to Biden responsible. Our black leaders, our Latino leaders that are close to Biden. Yo, we want you to do this for us because we're gonna go out there and we're gonna vote. And if they and we can hold them accountable to make sure they represent us with Joe Biden. But I don't think now's the time to be saying, yo, I don't know if we should vote for Biden or we think that bullshit
You know what
It
it
be
is, Joe.
happening to make.
You know what it is. I understand why a lot of people feel like, oh, I'm not wasting my time voting. It doesn't matter. I understand that mentality
Oh no, it
because
matters.
I had knowledge of self since I was a teenager. You know, rest in peace to the God born true. He taught me a lot, and I know that the system is corrupt. So a lot of people don't have any confidence in the system. They feel like they're going to cheat anyway. I get it. But for me, my experience on the planet, my own experience, when I was a kid and I looked in the back of the dictionary and they showed all of the presidents, they were all white. And I questioned it. And I was told when pigs fly, you see a black president. And pigs flew all around this motherfucker when Barack Obama got elected. And I know for a fact that they did. I know a lot of people are against Obama. They got their opinions. I get that too. Whatever. But I know for a fact the government didn't want that to happen. So we can make a difference. Your vote can make a difference. Don't be
And you
so
gotta,
discouraged. I'm
and you
not voting.
gotta, and the bottom line is, believe it or not, Latinos, black people, you gotta act like Joe Biden is Obama. And you have to get out there and you gotta vote for this man and wait online and force your friends to go. Because otherwise, you're gonna look at that news that night.
Yo,
And good old Donald Trump. 4 more
yo,
years,
Joe.
Donald Trump.
Yeah. A lot of people vote for Donald
4 more
Trump on the low,
years.
Joe. On the low, they vote for Trump. On the low. They took that shit, and when they go in there and they close that motherfucking curtain in that booth, they vote. I'm telling you,
Shout
man.
out
So,
Kenny Burns. Nah, listen to me. Let me tell you something. I never get political because you know I got best friends. I got family. Last night I had dinner with some friends of mine. I won't say who they are. And people beyond rich. They be beyond, you know, and I know they like Trump or Republicans. And you know, they know who I like. But yesterday we start talking politics for the first time in our life. And these are my sisters and brothers. They're beautiful people.
right.
You know, anybody would say, yo, if you make a certain amount of money, you should go for Trump because he's going to lower your taxes. And, you know, anybody in their right mind trying to save an extra dollar who's in our tax bracket would say, go for Trump. But I told them, I said, listen, bro, not this time. People tired of the pain. People tired of the hurt. Not this time. Everybody coming out this time.
Inexperienced, ignorant, arrogant, inconsiderate. I could go on and on with this guy, man. He makes a mockery out of ridiculous, man. A clown, Joe. A clown.
My brother, I love you, man.
I love you, my brother. Thanks for having me, man.
Yo, you allowed me to be your daughter's godfather.
Thank you, man.
What y'all thought y'all wasn't called see me?
Yo, listen, yo, Ren, this ain't your interview, Ren.
Go on, man.
Yo, Ren, this ain't your interview.
Yo, thanks for having me. Thanks for being my daughter.
She's so beautiful.
Thank you, brother. She loves you, man. For real, you know that.
I know. Hey, yo,
thank you,
my man. I haven't heard from my man in a while. Yo, Malcolm Hill, what's going on, B? Man, he been off the radar for a second. That's my man. But yo, listen, here, your Malcolm. We talk the truth on the Fat Joe show. We ain't scared of nobody. We ain't never.
It's the best show.
Nah, we ain't never been scared. So we speak our mind, and we respect everybody. We got fans that love Trump. I got friends that love Trump. I'm just different. That don't mean I don't love my friends, my brothers. They can vote for who they want to vote for. I'm just telling them we stepping up, and that's how we gotta approach it. Man. Shout out my brother Kenny Burns. That's how we gotta do it. Yo, Pap, I love you, man. God bless
Joe,
you.
thanks for having me. I love you, my brother.
You the biggest in the game, and they don't know who I know. Yo, Pat, boy, I tell you, I knew Remy was gonna jump on that screen somewhere. Like, I know what's going on there. Hey, yo, amazing interview. And Pat is so intellectual and so articulate. So I didn't want to just talk about rap music with him. I wanted to talk about life. And if you listen to his music and you are and you're a rap fan just like me, you realize he's deep and complex. So I wanted to talk to him about life, You know, Stacey Abrams. Yeah, I'm looking for Stacey Abrams. I'm just telling y'all, this ain't the time to play. This ain't the time to be like, yo, I don't know what's our vote worth in this. I get it. I get it. You talking to the wrong guy. But let me tell you something. Y'all better get your asses out there to vote. Because when y'all go that night and y'all see Trump win again, man, you're going to want to die. You're going to sit there like, oh, no, because now it ain't no more. So all Trump been worried about, besides all the shit he been doing, is getting reelected. Once that man is reelected, ain't no telling what that man could do. He ain't got to worry about nothing else. He got his 8 years. He got his 8 years. He's going, whoo, he gonna light people up. Literally. So you got to take this as the real. Like, this can't be this some shit. Even Lon, what's wrong with you, man? Don't do that to the realest in the game. Why you doing that to the realest in the game, man? That ain't how it go. That ain't how it go. You know what I'm saying? So, once again, so tomorrow night, that's crazy. Tomorrow night, so Fat Joe show. It ain't just gonna be just hip hop. It ain't just gonna be sports, which we do too. It's about politics. It's about everything. Tomorrow night we got a real big show coming. Hakeem Jeffries is gonna be here. Talib Kweli, conscious, boom bap, real rapper. So tomorrow's gonna be the best of both worlds. Hakeem Jeffries, the senator, and Talib Kweli. And we just gonna talk about life. We're gonna build again. And the show's really about love. The show's about love. The show's about informing our people, keeping people informed. I see my brother here on the check-in. Let me click him because he's doing his thing. This is my brother. Pistol Pete J.A.R. Yo, yeah.
Hey,
Yo,
Joe, you
yeah,
got a
but
great
thank
thing.
you.
Yeah, you got a good thing.
Yo, this
going
your
on
first
over there,
time
man.
in the Fat Joe show, yeah?
Huh?
This your first time in the Fat Joe show.
Oh, come on. You already know, man. You saved the best for last.
Oh my God, this is really a family affair. Yo, yeah. Tell me
Yo, I
about,
see you.
talk about Dog in the Yard.
Well, Dog in the Yard is doing pretty good. It's that platform for them, for them ex-convicts that been through it and all that. It's real true stories on there. It's just that platform, to hopefully, we be able to reach the youth and all that, we're able to be able to
No, you
sit down
have
with the
been.
parents.
You can ask Azzy. You can ask my daughter. I've been watching. And
Nah, I love it.
you talking, you people who locked up, and you talking about how they changed and how they came home and how cool it is. They real people, but how
Real stories.
it's amazing to me how a lot of the people you interview, baller alert on the check-in, people you interview, a lot of them said they got, like you went to jail for something you ain't do. You did a million crimes, Pistol, but you went to jail for something you didn't do.
Facts.
And so that's amazing to me. And then what about my guy? I told you when I met him, I said, yo, Pistol, you got to bring him on your show.
Yo, yeah, Roy. Roy was a hell of an interview, man. He's a real smart brother, man. Like, he went in there and they handled his business and got himself out of jail. Like, he went in there and
changed his life around.
yeah, he said, forget about being in the yard and all that, hanging out and doing all. He went and educated himself and kept it going and going and, opened up all kind of college programs and all that. The brother was super focused.
Now, because they took him out of jail and they made him like president of a program for the youth that they feel they can still save, that ain't crossed that line. And when I met him, I was like, oh wow. I was like, oh wow. I never even heard of shit like this. I thought this was only in movies where what's his name? Roy was smart, yeah. So he went to jail and he started working and doing all that, and then now they made him the head of a program to where he's educating the youth about not going to jail.
Yep. About
And
my last episode, Chino, that guy did 33 years, and he brung down like more than 10 people came down on appeals. They called him Chino 440. All he does, yo, this shit is amazing. Like, the guy went to jail, instead of thinking about fixing himself, he was in there bringing everybody down. He even got Dice an appeal. That's how Dice came down on everything.
oh, so he became a lawyer in there.
A jailhouse lawyer.
And he saved everybody. Everybody was going home.
And he's still doing that right now. Right now, he's still doing. He home and he's visiting prisoners in jail, talking to them and all that. And he's doing a whole bunch of positive shit like that. As far as prison reform, a lot of jail reform.
Yo, yeah, where can we find Dog in the Yard?
It's on all platforms. I mean, you can go to Spotify. You can go on patreon.com/dogintheyard. You can go on YouTube.
Yeah, I watch it on YouTube because I get to watch it on TV, the big screen. The last one I'm up to is Mano.
Oh,
I gotta
Mano
go from Mano on. Mano had a good one.
Mano was a great one, for real, Joe.
Oh, I gotta check that one out.
He never spoke like this. First time ever that he ever do an interview like that. He says it. He said, my first time I ever did an interview like this, I never opened up like this and let them know that.
That's why I asked you to come on, because I think what you're doing is positive for everybody. Everybody know you ain't a punk. You one of the realists. You this and that. But the platform that you have created to where you let people who've been in jail, whether they were falsely accused or they really did it, but you just show their growth and how they changed it. And I don't care if you bring in the biggest killer in there, they all say, this ain't the place to be. Jail is not the way to go.
And,
absolutely. And so, I'm watching. I'm a fan. You my brother. I love you.
Appreciate you, Joe. I love you too, man. I appreciate it, man. Dog in the Yard every Monday. Every Monday, 4 o'clock, Joe. And we air on top of Papoose. I need Lil Wayne on there. I don't have Lil Wayne on there, but Lil Wayne, I need him on Dog in the Yard. Listen, the good thing is that
come on here. He's like
exactly. Listen, the good thing is that Lil Wayne told me a couple of years ago, Pistol, I got you. He gave me, so
he gives you his word. His word is his word. Lil Wayne.
So you already know. I need that.
First of all, let me tell you something. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
And I tell you that. I don't tell you man to man, brother to brother. I'll tell you in front of the world. I'm proud of you. And when I look at your show, and my daughter's here, she's executive producer, and she saw how happy I got, because I'm like, damn, my brother's doing something positive. Knowledge is power. And you breaking it down to the people. And I think this is your lane, bro. It's just keep going. Consistency is key. It's going to blow up. Everybody is Dog in the Yard, and it's letting you know all about jail, the real shit. Like, if you can't handle it, don't go there. That's the real jail.
Absolutely.
But at the same time, it's always a positive outcome, because I don't care who it is, who's the realest guy. He's going to tell you, don't go to jail.
Absolutely.
You don't want no parts of that.
1,000,000%. Joe, that's what the show is about, Joe. That's what the show is about, Joe.
I love you, Yap. Stay safe.
I love you too. You already know. Dog in the Yard.
Bye-bye. Dog in the Yard. You don't know who I know. Street living legend. Pistol PKR. TS. You don't know who I know. But listen, y'all, check this out. I'm out of here. God is great. Put God first. He got a plan. I believe that this whole thing is a test. I believe God is upset with us. Shout out to A Butter. And he's testing us to love him, show faith, love our families, and just think about how we can make ourselves better in the future. And that's pretty much what it is. Success Clothing on the check-in. I see you. Y'all rep every day. But you already know what it is, y'all. I love y'all. Stay up. I see you tomorrow. It's about to be real. Peace.